Gangdu tries to leave as well, but is unable to overcome his grief and gets captured by the police officers. At night, the uncle goes to his friend for help who has a job in the phone company. They sneak into the office building and begins locating the last call from Yun. They manage to find her location, but the friend goes into the manager's office and reveals that he betrayed the man by informing the police in order to obtain the bounty money. Nam-il sees the people after him, and quickly turns off the lights, escaping out of the office and locking his pursuers inside. He escapes the building, but sees that the police are chasing after him as well. In a state of panic, he jumps under the bridge and avoids detection. The uncle calls the sister and texts her Yun location before finally fainting from the pain of the fall. Namju notices her brother's message, and quickly runs towards the sewer that her niece is in. She goes under the bridge and towards the entrance, while calling Gangdu about her location. Suddenly, she sees the monster running towards her and tries to shoot, but gets knocked over into the ditches, which luckily prevents the beast from getting to her. After being informed about his daughter's location, Gangdu tries to escape the hospital, but is stopped by the doctors who continues to perform painful experiments on him. The leading researcher reveals that there is no virus, and that the government is simply using it to distract the people from the monster's origins. Gangdu overhears their conversation, which prompts the doctors to lobotomize the man in order to silence him. On the other side, Yun is trying to comfort the boy by asking him to think about what they'll eat after getting out. She creates a rope out of the clothing of the victims, and ties a police baton at the end. The girl throws the rope on the platform and manages to make a rope ladder. Before they can escape, the monster comes back, which forces them into hiding. The two watches in disgust as the creatures begins throwing up the bones of all the humans it devoured. The monster notices the children and tries to capture them, but is unable to as they hide inside the walls. At the same time, Gangdu takes a doctor hostage as he rushes to the outside of the building, only to see that the officers are relaxing and barbecuing like they're on vacation. He takes a vehicle by threatening to kill the hostage and rushes towards the location of his daughter. Nam-il also wakes up after being saved by a homeless man and manages to convince him to help in saving his niece. They use alcohol bottles and make numerous Molotov cocktails, preparing to fight the monster to the death. Yun wakes up after hiding from the monster's attacks, and notices that the boy is getting sick. She peeks outside and sees that the monster is sleeping. The girl tries running for the ropes, but is quickly ambushed by the beast, which grabs her and puts her back on the floor. She sees the boy outside as well, and runs towards him trying to save his life while the monster chases after them from behind. Gangdu arrives at the nest, only to see that it's filled with bones and that his daughter is nowhere in sight.